Dear students, in this session we are going to have a quick recap of the entire poem If, written by Rudyard Kipling. And in the previous sessions actually we had seen the introduction to the poet and the analysis of the poem, annotations and short questions, and language components. So this session would give you the overall idea of whatever we had discussed in the previous sessions regarding the poem If. Let us start. Now, beginning with the introduction to the poet, we had already seen his period was from 1865 to 1936, and he was born in Bombay, India. And he was an English short story writer, poet, and a novelist, chiefly remembered for his novels and short stories rather than his poems. Kipling's clarity of style, his use of colloquial language, and the way he used rhythm and rhyme are considered as major innovations in poetry. And he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature at the age of 42, making him the youngest person to receive the award in 1907. To continue, he especially enjoyed writing the Jungle Books, and he liked to communicate with children when they had written back to him, giving their feedback and opinions about the children's fiction. Now, Kipling wrote a number of speculative fiction short stories, including The Army of a Dream, and he kept writing until the early 1930s, but at a slower pace and with less success than before. He died at the age of 70. His death had previously been incorrectly announced in a magazine, and he had responded to this incorrect announcement which was made, and his response was like this very interesting response he had given. I have just read that I am dead. Don't forget to delete me from your list of subscribers. So this shows a very jovial kind of personality, and probably a presence of mind which he had is very well projected from this particular comment. Now this is about the poet. Next we move on to a quick analysis of the poem If. This poem is of ultimate inspiration, which tells us how to deal with different situations in life. And here he conveys his ideas about how to win this life and how to be a good human being. This poem is written in the form of paternal advice to the poet's son John. The poem basically tells us the conditions that we should meet to succeed in life and make this life happy and a beautiful one. The poet wanted to show his son the right way to be a future leader, and the entire poem is written in a single complex sentence, and we can see a lot of subordinate clauses which start with if. So those clauses are also called if clauses, and the last sentence of the poem is the main clause which gives the theme of the entire poem. The poet speaks of the achievement at the end after discussing all the requirements to reach there. And we can also consider that the structure of the poem is very symbolic, which indicates that one gets rewards at the end after fulfilling the requirements. Now this is about the poem, and the next part is the annotation and short questions. So annotation, we have already seen that whenever the lines from a poem is given to you, you are supposed to give the name of the poem and the poet in the beginning, and then move on to the explanation of the lines. Who said the lines, to whom are the lines addressed, and the meaning of the lines are the next in progression. Now moving on to the short questions. You have short questions where the answer should be either in a word or a phrase or a sentence, and these questions will be for 1 mark each. So you need to be precise, and you have to give within a sentence. You should not be describing too much in this question. So the questions which are already discussed in the previous session, I have just given a sample of 2 of the questions. What are the values presented in the poem, and what is the theme of the poem If. So both get the answer in a nutshell, small nutshell, your answer should be given. Now moving to the next one, which is long questions. You are going to get a long question in your examination where your answer should be 1.5 pages. Probably this will take the entire theme of the poem, and by looking at the question, your introduction should be little bit varying according to the question. but your answer should be around 1.5 pages. Now moving on to the language components, you have 5 categories in language components: punctuation, framing questions, use of negatives, linkers and comprehension passage. So in punctuation, you are going to consider the major punctuation marks as capital letter, inverted commas, comma, full stop, question mark and exclamatory mark, which are most commonly used punctuation marks. So whatever sentence is given, just observe right from the beginning till the end, and you have to make use of the appropriate punctuation marks. So right from the beginning word of the sentence, you are supposed to focus. So the sentences are already there in the textbook. I have just given you the samples here. And moving on to the next one is the framing of questions. Now questions are of two kinds: WH questions and yes or no questions. When you have to give when you have to frame a question to get the underlined word as the answer, you are going to frame WH question. If you are given the instruction of framing yes or no question, that is a second category you need to do. So here are a few samples of questions. The answers for these questions are given in the previous session. Now the next one is use of negatives. Use of negatives in the sense, when a positive sentence or an affirmative sentence is given, you will be asked to make it a negative sentence by adding the word not. Or if you are given a negative sentence, you will be asked to change it to affirmative by removing the word not. Now the next one is linkers. Linkers are nothing but the conjunctions. You will be given sentences with blanks, and the linkers will be given at the end of the sentence in brackets. So you will have to choose the correct linker or conjunction, fill in the blank appropriately and make it a meaningful sentence. And the last category is comprehension passage, in which you will be given a passage and the questions based on the passage, and the questions can be either referential questions or inferential questions. You have to answer within a sentence or maximum two sentences, because every question will carry 1 mark, so you should not be describing too much in the answer. So here in the language components, the 5 categories of language components will be 4 marks each. So totally language components will be 20 marks. So take care that you give the answers correctly and score 20 out of 20. I hope this revision session has helped you in recapitulating the entire poem. Thank you very much.